Hey there, Aquarius. Thank you for tuning in and welcome to your tarot card reading for February 2024. After we find out what's in store for you this month, I will be closing off with some guiding messages, and for those of you who are particularly interested in a romantic connection, I will be doing a bonus mini love reading. So feel free to take with you whatever messages resonate and leave behind for others whatever does not. But first off, I'm going to place these in a better position. Then I will go through the positions and meanings. Okay, Aquarius. So in terms of your current self, we have the Knight of Cups. Potential future self, Knight of Pentacles. In terms of your ambition, you have the Page of Pentacles. Your environment, you have the Seven of Wands. What's been impacting your love life? Nine of Swords. What comes up for you in love this month? You have the Four of Wands. In terms of what's been impacting your career path, we have the Three of Wands. What comes up for you in career? We have the High Priestess. And here in the center is the Two of Swords and is key to how this month goes. So you being feeling like you are at a place of an indecision, feeling like you're at a stalemate, wanting to gather all sorts of facts before making a decision, or possibly refusing to, or not wanting to make a decision, not wanting to look at something to see what's really there, and kind of intentionally being at a place of accepting this indecision. So kind of how you deal with decisions and this kind of situation is key to how this month goes for you. So in terms of your current self, you have here the Knight of Cups, perhaps feeling that you really are living your life with your heart on your sleeve, wanting to connect with friends and loved ones, kind of wanting to socialize, or perhaps kind of letting it be known that you are open to kind of hanging out with people. If it could be also because this part of this month is for Aquarius birthdays. It could be just like, wanting to celebrate your birthday with people, like people that you care about, people that you love, and, kind of wanting to go, not necessarily go out and about and party it up, but at least to reconnect or connect with people and have some fun. And in terms of what the potential for future self is for you this month, you have the Knight of Pentacles. So this is more of a practical approach to things, hardworking, kind of back to kind of the slow go of daily life, and putting in effort for those long-term goals. So it seems like party up front and then business at the back of the month. In terms of your ambition, you've got the Page of Pentacles. So perhaps you've been, curious about some investment or some new ways to make money, or learning some new area of study. Really curious and kind of wanting to learn all the rules, what needs to be done, and then jump in and kind of figure things out on your own. Well, not on your own, but kind of like to try your hand at it. In terms of the Seven of Wands in your environment, it may be that there are people who are kind of feeling defensive around you, possibly kind of opinionated, or sharing their thoughts and opinions in a way that they're trying to maybe prove more to themselves than to other people. And, it's a sense of like, perhaps you are wanting to connect with these people. If these are friends, then, it feels like trying to make plans and then saying, well, I have to do this, I have to do the other. So like not necessarily wanting to commit to anything. If this is like colleagues, coworkers, it's a sense of, also, kind of like, well, I have this I have to do, and not wanting to necessarily stick their neck out for other people type of thing. Unless what you are proposing is in line with what it is that they are passionate about. In terms of let's go with your career. In terms of your career, you have here the 3 of Wands. So it may be that things have been kind of gearing up for success for you. You've been making connections, or people have been there's a buzz around you in a positive way, and kind of you are really just waiting for either the right connections to formulate, or to see if you can rely on certain people or certain information or certain paths a little bit more than you have been, so that you can kind of move forward. In terms of what shows up for you in career this month, you have the High Priestess. So it is, with the High Priestess, this is about trusting your instincts, really turning within, not necessarily making things happen, but just being aware for yourself what needs to be done. You can see the 2 of Swords and the High Priestess, they're, kind of similar in terms of the settings, and, Major Arcana being number 2 and this being 2 swords. There is a sense of needing to trust your intuition with the 2 of Swords, but possibly trying to get so many facts together that you are ignoring your intuition, or you don't want to deal with the emotions of that. But here, it could be that this decision also is related to something in your career path, something that is unknown, and you kind of have to make a decision on the unknowns and not necessarily wanting to. But this does also kind of indicate that information will be made available to you when the time is right, like when the universe allows for it, or when you're meant to know. But until then, it's really needing to trust your own instincts and intuition on moving forward and making decisions based on what you do know and what you trust to be true, and your own peace of mind. And to some degree, if there is information that you are holding onto, not really sharing, it may be that something comes up later this month that makes it the right time for you to kind of reveal the information that you have. In terms of your love life and what's been impacting it, you have the 9 of Swords, and that is a sense of stress, anxiety, staying up late, not having trouble sleeping. Perhaps that's related to what's going on in your love life. It could also be, maybe if you are going out and partying, it's, late nights and not sleeping well because of that. It could be, if there's stress being caused by this indecision, keeping you up at night, that could impact your love life. But 4 of Wands is showing up for you as what's appearing in, your love life this month. And this is card of parties, celebrations, celebrating milestones, and sense of stability. So it's almost as if whatever is stressing you out, it shouldn't interfere with your enjoyment of a relationship or potential for a relationship, or mingling with your friends and possibly having one of your friends or family members connect you with someone. If you're currently single, like then connecting with someone at one of these events. Maybe, a friend brings another friend to celebrate your birthday, or something along those lines. But it does seem that in terms of business or love life, there is the potential for, whatever it is that you have set in motion or has been you've been planning for, that will still kind of be the case at the end of the month. The Knight of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles, they are both like the slowest of the knights. There is action. They are more like receptive than actually moving forward and making quick decisions. They're more passive than aggressive. And it could be that this Two of Swords kind of is either adding to that passivity, or it could be that you can change, the pace of things or the direction of things by making a decision. But I'm going to go ahead and close off this current reading with oracle cards to offer some guiding messages for the month. So we have this one, and I'll pull one more. This deck doesn't want to shuffle for me. I'm going to try this again. Okay. All right. So we have retreat, time spent alone, reflection on past and current situations. To some degree, that could be this Nine of Swords, Two of Swords situation. And then here we have leopard, ambition, and strategy. So here, even though things might be going at a slower pace, it's an opportunity for you to kind of observe and plan ahead, kind of plan your next steps, even if you're not necessarily taking action, forceful, swift action right now. It's kind of knowing what it is you want and kind of planning for those. But for those of you who are kind of spending time alone, when it comes to love, there is an opportunity there. If you are in a relationship, actually, you may be taking a vacation with someone, getting away from things. But if you're single, it seems like there is a potential to have a significant development in your love life by celebrating with some friends and family. So here I'm going to do this bonus love reading. It's just a 3-card draw. It's going to represent what you bring to the connection, what your person or your potential person brings to the connection, and the combined energy and overall kind of description of what that connection is like. So for you, you have here the Hierophant. So perhaps you are bringing to the connection a sense of tradition, a sense of there's a traditional way that you see relationships and how they work, what makes them successful, the do's and don'ts of a relationship. For some of you, perhaps you are bringing more of a spiritual side to your connection. For your person, they have the 5 of Cups. So it may be that they are dealing with some aspect of loss in their life. It could have to do with their past relationships and romance. It could do with job loss, issues with family. But it seems like you both have these 5 with the Hierophant being the 5th major arcana, and then the 5 of Cups. 5s are about conflict instability, but with the Hierophant here, it's someone who is able to kind of help those help people kind of deal with the instability. So it may be that you are someone who can serve as a like someone who helps the person, in this connection through trying times, through a sense of, sadness. And in terms of your combined connection, you have here the Ace of Pentacles. So there is that potential to really develop something, like to plant the seeds for a relationship to bloom. If this is currently a friendship or a relationship that is kind of, I don't want to say struggling, but not really on a clear path for success, there is that potential depending on how you two kind of work together and how the sense of kind of instability in terms of this person's like emotions kind of mellows out or is addressed or healed. And I would say if you're single, it's almost a sense of you kind of having a set of like your own personal like do's and don'ts in life, like a sense of morality for you, like what's important in terms of you, what connects you to your higher self, what is your way, like taking the higher road in life in general. And then it seems like you potentially could meet someone who is who needs to be reminded of those things and helps them kind of deal with their loss and sadness and helps them to reconnect with themselves and wanting to, or being in a better place so that they want to and can romantically connect with someone, and then kind of planting the seeds for that and really nurturing that going forward. So Aquarius, I hope this reading provides a helpful perspective of your month, and we'll see you next time. Take care.